2, and 1. You're there now. Whatever comes to your mind, don't analyze it. I'm gonna give you a few moments to receive that information. In that memory, Mimi, is it day or night?
Night.
Night. What is happening?
I'm sitting with my friend on a looks like some sort of a bench.
Okay, and how old are you there?
12.
12. Very nice, Mimi. And what else is happening?
We're waiting for my mom to pick us up. We're in front of a donut shop. And men, truckers, are approaching us to see if we want to take a walk with them. We're scared and we say no.
We're saying no. And what else is happening? What happens next?
We go into the donut shop. We continue to wait for my mom. She shows up now with her boyfriend in the car. It's late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock in the morning. 12 years old till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I see. How long have you been waiting there for?
5 hours.
Okay. Where's your dad?
At home, working maybe.
Good. So what else happened? What are you feeling? What are you saying then?
I'm angry and embarrassed. And we get in the car. My friend and I get in the back. And my mom is staring at me through the mirror. I look into her eyes and give her a very mean look. And we start driving to drive her boyfriend home.
So let me talk to your mother for a second. I need to understand something here. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. I want you to talk to your mother. 3, 2, 1, change. Antonia, good night. Are you Mimi's mother?
Yes.
I see, Antonia. I see that Mimi is a little bit upset. Can you tell me what is going on?
She's upset because I left her at the donut shop alone when I went to go have sex with my boyfriend.
I see. And I see that Mimi is 12 years old, right? So it seems that you spent some time there because it's late. Too late for a little girl to be outside.
She's smart.
I mean, she's smart enough to understand that what you're doing is not correct, but she's not old enough to take care of herself outside of the house at that time. Did you know that 2 people tried to approach her and her friend and
No.
ask? Have you ever read on the news that whenever somebody's raped or whenever somebody's kidnapped, it starts that way? with parents leaving their kids out and people approaching them in the middle of the night and then they don't see them anymore until they find their body? Have you ever thought about that?
But the donut shop is there. She could go inside.
Mm-hmm. Right. So let me ask you a question, Antonia. Is that the way you were treated when you were 12 years old?
Worse.
Oh, you were treated worse. And how do you feel then?
I felt used.
You felt used, right, Antonia?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So if you felt used, that means that didn't feel right.
No, my mom used to beat me.
Your mom used to beat you, so you know how it feels. You know you didn't have it easy, and you felt used, right? Do you learn anything from it, Antonia?
No,
I see you didn't, because you're having your daughter experience the same thing, and doesn't make any sense. Why would you allow someone else to experience something that you didn't like yourself? Does that make sense?
I
That's
don't know how to change it.
You don't know how to change it?
No.
Okay. All right. So that's one point, Antonia. Point number two, you're still married with Rocco. You're still married to Rocco, right?
Yeah.
And you're going out with this other guy and you bring this other guy to see your daughter. You think that what you're doing is correct?
She's my friend.
Who's your friend?
Mimi.
Mimi is your friend. I thought she was your daughter.
She's both.
No, there's a confusion here. You are supposed to be the mother. You are supposed to be setting the example. You're supposed to be showing her principles. You're supposed to be showing her about respect. You're supposed to show her about being faithful to her husband whenever she gets married in the future. She's not your friend. She was not born from you to be your friend. She chose you as her mother to learn something from you. She decided to come to this school called Planet Earth to learn stuff from you. What are you teaching her?
Embarrassment.
Embarrassment. And what is she going to learn through embarrassment?
To hide.
You see? You see all the problems that you could be causing to her in the future? It's a good thing that you realize that you're showing her embarrassment. You're showing her something else. And you're teaching her something else. Selfishness. Because, Antonia, it seems that you only care about you at this moment. And to satisfy your, I don't know, emotions or need or sexual needs, you're not thinking about your daughter. Have you ever thought how your daughter feels in front of her friend? How old is her friend?
The same age.
Same age. Aren't her parents waiting for their friend as well?
They don't care about her
And how do you know?
because she's at our house all the time and they never call or come.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She sleeps over for days and they never
Mm-hmm.
show any concern.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about that? Looks bad, right?
Yeah.
Right. But it's exactly what you're doing to your daughter. You don't care. You're not showing any concern. You're leaving your daughter exposed at that time of the night. Doesn't make any sense. Now, knowing this, Antonia, is there anything you want to say to Mimi?
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. That's a good start. I am sorry. What else do you want to tell her?
If I knew how much this would impact you, I wouldn't have done it.
Mm-hmm. One thing that I learned in life is that there are no good or bad people. There are good and ignorant people. And I say ignorant people because if people only knew that what they do to others, they will experience themselves in the same or a greater degree, they will not do it. And it seems that you didn't know. You didn't know about the word karma. You didn't know about the huge responsibility of having a daughter like Mimi. It seems that you didn't understand that she chose you for a reason.
No.
Okay, so now that you know, because what you don't want in the future is for Mimi to feel so embarrassed that she won't want to leave the house. Anybody would want to hide after this type of event in front of a friend, you know? So what else do you want to tell her?
I want her to be better than me.
Okay, good. Let me talk to Mimi for a second. Let's see what she says. 3, 2, 1. Mimi, have you listened to your mom?
Yeah.
What do you want to tell her?
I feel angry
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you feel angry because of what? Why do you feel angry? Tell her.
because she's selfish and she doesn't care about her children. She doesn't care if we're in danger or what the thoughts that are going through our mind
Mm-hmm.
because of her actions.
Mm-hmm. Do you know she was treated even worse when she was a little girl?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it seems she doesn't know better.
Hmm.
So Mimi, if you were on the street and you see a blind man walking with his cane and passes next to you and hits you with the cane, will you get upset with that man?
No,
Why not?
he doesn't know. He can't see.
He can't see, right? He's blind.
Hmm.
There are some people that are spiritually blind, like the mother that you chose. So she can see. She doesn't understand that what she's doing is not correct. She doesn't understand that she's putting you in danger. She doesn't understand that all she cares about at this time is herself. But that reminds me of the two teachers that I had in school, Mr. Brown and Mr. Smith. Mr. Brown was so negative, always saying, no, don't do this, don't do that, this homework is not correct, don't run, you're gonna get dirty, don't do this, don't do that. Everything was no and don't. And then my other teacher, everything was, yes, Mr. Smith. Oh, that homework is great. Yes, you did it right. You did it correctly. If you make this change here, it's gonna be perfect. Yes, you can go ahead and run. If you get dirty, you can wash your clothes. That's not a problem. So from both teachers, we learn. From one teacher, one how not to do things, and from the other teacher, how to do things. So it seems that you have in front of you one teacher, a great teacher, your mom, but how not to do things. So you know in the future what not to do, how not to be selfish. You're already learning about the consequences of not being responsible, of not caring about others. So it seems to me, Mimi, that that's a valuable lesson, don't you think?
Yeah.
And she made it easy for you because she made a mistake. You didn't have to make it. She made a mistake to show you. And because of what she did, you were able to learn. Do you want to forgive her for being blind, spiritually blind?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want you to go ahead and forgive and understand that she lives in her own world. She doesn't understand, she doesn't know the difference because that's the only thing she has seen in her life. How can you give something you don't have? It's difficult. So I want you to forgive, and now I want you to visualize where do you feel that emotion in your body?
in my stomach,
In your stomach. No
my
wonder.
solar plexus.
hmm Good. I want you to visualize that energy, that emotion. If it had a color, what color would it have?
Blue,
Blue. If it had a texture, what texture would it have?
slimy,
Slimy. I see. So I want you to imagine you are removing that energy. I want you to pull it, take it out of there. That energy, that slimy energy, blue, and make it float in front of you.
hmm
Perfect. Now I want you to be thankful to that energy because that emotion taught you a lesson. It taught you that you now know how to think of others, be respectful for others, how to take care of other people that you love and you respect, how not to be selfish, how not to be irresponsible. But you no longer need that. Why keep that? So I want you to imagine that you're throwing that energy back to the universe. You no longer need that. Go ahead and throw it away, away from you. And as you're doing that, Mimi, you will notice that where that energy was, you will see like an empty space. I want you to fill that space with something beautiful. What would you like to put in that space?
love.
Put love. Perfect. Excellent choice. So put love all over your solar plexus. And I want you to send love to your body as well, because it is part of your solar plexus. You said that because of this you wanted to hide, because you no longer feel that way, that you felt embarrassed. So you felt embarrassed for something that you didn't do. Doesn't make sense. The one should be embarrassed should be your mom. So you got an embarrassment that doesn't belong to you and you made it yours. Besides, let me ask you a question. Is that 12-year-old girl the same woman that is laying on this couch?
No,
Not anymore. The hair grew many times, you cut it back. The nails, the blood regenerated many times. If I get your teeth and put your teeth on that girl's face, mouth, it would not look right. So that girl literally does not exist. So why carrying a sadness that belongs to a girl that does not exist? Doesn't make any sense, does it?
no.
Good. So let's put love all over the solar plexus, all over your body. Very good. Very good. And with that forgiveness and all that love in your solar plexus, we're going to count again from 5 to 1. And as I count, we're going to look again for another sad memory. 5. Go back, looking for a sad memory. 4. Travel back in time and space. 3. 2. And 1. You're there now. Very good. Just cry. Let all that emotion go. In that memory, is it day or night, Mimi?
It's day.
Day. What is happening, Mimi?
I jumped on my dad's back because he's choking on my sister.
Mm-hmm. Your dad is choking on your sister? Hold on 1 second. Let me talk to your father for a second. 3, 2, 1, change. Rocco, can you tell me what are you doing there? Can you tell me what you're doing?
Choking my daughter.
You're choking your daughter. Why are you choking your daughter?
Because she's a bitch.
She's a bitch. Uh-huh. But aren't you the father? If
She's
she's
supposed to be the daughter. She disobeys me all the time.
okay, all right. So is if she's a bitch, what are you? You she came from you. So what are you? She disobeys you all the time. And is that the reason why you're choking your daughter? Because she's disobeying you?
Yes.
So the solution is to kill her. So you are the father, and instead of teaching her respect and lead by the example, you decide to choke her. Oh, let's get rid of her because she's disobedient. Is that the way it's supposed to be done?
She doesn't listen to
She
anything.
she doesn't listen. Have you asked her why she's not listening? How old is she?
17?
70. Okay. And how old are you?
43?
43. Uh-huh. So think about this. You're the father. You're the one that needs to be smart. You're the one that needs to set the example. If your daughter is not listening to you, there's something going on with her. Have you asked her?
No.
No. Okay. So why don't we ask her then? This is Marisa, right?
Yeah.
Let me talk to Marisa. 3, 2, 1, Marisa. Why is your father choking you?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. So your father is saying that you don't listen to him. Is that true? Is that true?
It doesn't matter if I listen to him or not. I'm always
Mm-hmm.
wrong and he always hits me.
Ah, I see. Have you explained that to him?
No.
Go ahead and explain. He's listening. He's not gonna choke you for. He, explain that to him, please.
You hated me since the day I was born. You
Mm,
threw me on the bed when I was crying. You just wanted me to shut up. You never want to listen to me. You
I
never
see.
want to listen to me. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I do is good or bad. You hate me.
Okay, Marisa. Good thing that you let me know about that. Let me talk to your father for a second. 3, 2, 1, Rocco. Have you listened to your daughter now?
Yes.
It was as simple as asking a question. Why is it that you don't listen to me? So you threw her to the bed when she was a baby and she was crying. So that means that you didn't want to listen to her. Who started this?
Me.
You. So how do you think a baby feels when the parent doesn't want to listen to her? How do you think she feels? She feels. So she felt when she was a little baby. You threw her to the bed,
Scared.
scared, right? Because you think babies cannot remember? They can, and they can feel. So you started this, Rocco. How come you blame your daughter for doing something you taught her, and you taught her well, not to listen, not care about what others have to say? You don't even have patience with your little baby. How do you expect your little baby, now being 17, to have patience with you? Does that make sense?
No.
What do you want to tell her now? Now that you understand where this is coming from.
I'm very sorry, Marisa. I I don't know what's wrong with me.
Hmm. I think we know what's wrong with you, Rocco. What is going on with your life?
I hate my life
Hmm. And why do you hate your life?
because I work like a dog and my wife cheats on me.
Hmm.
My kids disobey me.
So everything
I
is a
have no
mess.
respect.
Everything is a mess. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever cheated your wife?
Yeah.
So you're disrespecting too. You see, everything is chaos. How are you supposed to put order in your family? Lead by the example. Are you a good example to them?
I provide for them.
That doesn't matter. Anybody can provide for them. The government can provide for them, and it doesn't mean that they set a good example. Can you set a good example for them? That's my question.
I thought I was.
You thought you were, but obviously you were not. You just heard that from your kids. Otherwise, your kids will be in love with you, listen to whatever you say, and respect you. There's something going on in your house, and you are not in control. But is it their fault?
No.
So why blame Marisa for what is happening? Why let Mimi witness what you're doing to Marisa when it is not her fault?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know that you don't know. But there's something that you should know how to do, and it's ask for forgiveness because it's not their fault. You are the father, and Antonia is the mother, and you are the ones that should be setting the example in that house. And that house is out of control because of the two of you, not because of your kids. So go ahead and apologize to your daughter. Try to save that relationship with her. You don't want Marisa to remember for the rest of her life that her father choked her when she was 17. Do you want that?
I did so much to her. I don't think she can forgive me.
Well, we can try because you don't want either Mimi remember this event the rest of her life, and then she's not gonna trust men just because of you. And not every man in the world are like you. There are good men in the world. So what are you doing to your daughters? Going to create problems for their future life, even when they're in their close to their 40s, in their 30s, 40s, or when they get older, they're going to experience the consequence of what you're doing to them now. Have you ever thought about that?
No.
No. But now that you know, go ahead and ask her for forgiveness. You can try it.
Mimi, Marisa, I'm ashamed of myself. I'm very sorry. I wish I could take everything back. Can you please find it in yourself to forgive me, both of you?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good. Let me talk to Marisa first. Three, two, one, Marisa. Have you listened to your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you, do you know what your dad is going through in life?
I don't care.
Okay. But let's wait. Let's wait a minute. He's asking for forgiveness. He didn't know better. I mean, put yourself in his shoes. He's working like a
He
dog.
shouldn't have had kids. He shouldn't have had kids.
But
He ruined all of us.
okay. And do you think he's the one that chooses when kids are born?
Well, kind of, yeah. They shouldn't have had sex. They should have stopped after the first one instead of ruining
Mm-hmm.
the other three.
Okay, so here's a problem, Marisa. We humans think that we decide when our kids are born, but it's actually the universe that sends them to us. Because this planet, Marisa, is school. Planet Earth is school. Welcome to this school, and it's very difficult. And if you don't remember, and if you try harder, you will notice and you will remember that before you were born, you chose your parents for a reason. Go back in time to before the time you were born and see for yourself. Let's ask the light and your spirit guide for permission so you can see the moment where you chose your parents. You want to try that?
Yeah.
Go back in time. Go back to the time before you were born. Go back to the time where you were with your guide, choosing the life that you were going to live as Marisa. Go back to the time where you're choosing your parents. Let me know when you're there. You found it?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What are you seeing?
I kind of,
Mm-hmm. Don't
I
anala.
see,
Don't
I
anala.
see
Mm-hmm. You see?
an ET with a cloak on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Keep going. And what else are you doing?
There's two orbs that are lit, and he's giving me a choice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know that we call ETs anything that is different than us, we call them ETs, you know, but they're beings just like us. So they're giving you choices, right?
Mm-hmm.
And which one are you choosing?
The one on the left.
The one on the left. And why are you choosing the one on the left?
It's brighter.
Because it's brighter. Hmm. Now you want to ask that being, why are you going to learn through that brighter being? Hmm.
I'm not getting an answer. I'm just seeing all of the beatings that my dad will
Hmm.
give me.
Hmm. Then ask yourself, Marisa, what are you going to learn through that? Why do you have to experience that when you are born in this planet as Marisa?
Find compassion.
Compassion. But you accept that you chose that being, right? That's the option
Yeah.
you chose yourself. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to go back to the time where you are with your father and Mimi now. So now you realize that you chose your father for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to learn about compassion. And in order to learn about compassion, you also need to learn about forgiveness. You want to forgive your dad now? You chose him. There's a proof that he didn't bring you. You
Yeah.
chose him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I still feel reluctant to say the words.
Hmm. But don't say it. Don't say the words. Feel them. Use your heart. Don't use your mouth. Ha- Have you learned compassion, Mimi, through your father? Do you have any? Are you going to have any kids in the future?
Mimi, no.
No, Mimi. I mean Marisa.
I have a daughter.
Hmm. So you're gonna have a daughter in the future. Are you gonna be compassionate with your daughter?
Yes.
So then it was worth it. You learned what you had to learn through your father. Are you gonna be beating up your daughter?
I did when she was little.
Uh-huh.
I threw her down the stairs.
And so now you understand why you were brought to this memory. So go ahead and ask your daughter for forgiveness. Show compassion.
Sorry, Mother.
Ask your father for forgiveness. So you see, it's interesting. You don't want to forgive your father for something he did to you or he's doing to you. You know, however, you just said it. You will do that in the future to your daughter. So how come you cannot forgive your father then?
I forgive you, Dad.
Forgive. I want you to remove that emotion that it doesn't belong there. This is a learning process. This is a lesson. And go ahead and both of you now, Rocco and Marisa, I want you to explain to Mimi what is going on because she doesn't understand what's going on. This is a contract that you guys had. You came here to learn together, and she's afraid of seeing you, you know, seeing you, Rocco, choking Marisa getting upset with Rocco. Explain to Marisa, to Mimi, what is going on.
I don't know.
Hmm. You don't know. Why don't you know?
I don't know why she has to see this.
Oh, because she's in the same school where you are. She is your classmate. She's part of your group. She's in the learning process as well. So why don't you ask her to?
She's better than us. She's better than us.
Okay.
She's she, Jonathan too. They're
Mm-hmm.
they're not.
So what you're saying is because you feel she's better than you, Marisa, she has nothing to learn from this, right? But that's what you're assuming. Why don't you ask her? Ask Marisa.
I just think she comes from a different place.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Jonathan, they come from a different place.
Okay. Doesn't matter. They can come from any place because there are many schools. But you guys chose to be together in this planet at this time. So this is the learning for all of you. So ask Marisa, what is it that she has to learn from this?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. So let's talk to Marisa. One, two, three, Marisa. You understand now what is going on, what is taking place in front of you?
Marisa?
I'm
Or,
sorry, Mimi. Mimi, do you understand now what you're witnessing? What is taking place in front of your eyes?
yeah.
You see in two students trying to learn from each other. They agreed for this. Marisa chose your father, and the same way she chose your father, you chose Rocco as well.
hmm
So what do you want to tell them?
That I love them both and I forgive them, and to have compassion for each other, understanding for each other.
Awesome. Right. That is the idea. So right there where you are, send them love and compassion and forgiveness and wish them to for them to learn as fast as possible without suffering, because there are two ways to learn in this planet: through love and through suffering. And suffering is an amplifier for learning. So now my question is, do you forgive yourself for carrying that sadness and that those emotions all this time because you didn't realize that you had two classmates learning from each other in front of you? Go ahead and remove that emotion. And now that you have removed that emotion, visualize that energy getting out of your body. Pull it. If what doesn't matter what color it is, one texture. I want you to send it back to the universe. And as you're doing that, you will feel lighter and lighter. And then you will see again an empty space. What would you like to put in that space?
Compassion.
Put compassion. So you already have love, and now you have compassion. You're almost complete. Very good. Put compassion all over your body. And now forgive yourself for carrying all these emotions for no reason. Good. And now, Marisa mentioned something important. She said that you were coming from a different place. We all come from different places. Do you want to check where you're coming from?
Yeah.
I am going to count from 5 to 1. I'm going to ask permission to your guide, and I'm going to ask permission to the light to show you the information that you need to see, that you need to understand, that is going to help you understand who you are, what you're here for, and where your experience are, what you're experiencing in this life. I want you to remember that you're a spirit. You can travel in time and space. Go where you have to go as I count. 5. Go back. 4. Travel in time and space. 3. Time, space, other people, other place, other time. 2. Going back. 1. You're there now, Marisa.
Mimi.
Mimi, I'm sorry, Mimi. Okay, Mimi. Right where you are, let me see if you, let me know if you have a body. Mimi.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't know. So I want you to feel and sense and look around you. What is this place?
It's just like outer space, like darkness with stars.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Just floating.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So now that you can float, and now that you're in outer space, just float and see if any of those stars catches your attention. Go where you have to go. You're free.
There's a green star.
Just a green star. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So go towards that star. And as you go to that star, let me know what you're experiencing, sensing, or feeling.
I'm putting myself up against it, and I feel like I can become one with it, like I can merge into it.
You can merge with that star?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how does it feel when you do that?
feels very exhilarating and
Mm-hmm.
light.
Mm-hmm. Good. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's see where it takes you.
I'm just in the middle of it now, surrounded by it, absorbing its energy.
Mm-hmm. Now that energy around you, do you feel it has consciousness?
Yes,
It does. Okay, perfect. So let's ask that green light if you have permission to visit the place where you're coming from. Or you can ask this light to identify itself. What is this light? Who is it?
it says healing.
Healing. Okay. Healing. Okay. Okay, so if he has consciousness and is green, just ask if this light is your guide.
No,
No. Okay. So let's ask then this healing light, this consciousness, to take you wherever you're supposed to go to get a better understanding of who you are, if we're allowed to do this.
it's sending me off now.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay.
I feel like I'm hovering above Earth, like looking down on the
Looking.
planet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as you're looking down on the planet, ask that light, why is it that you need to come to planet Earth for?
To heal,
To heal. Okay, I understand. Now, for your own healing or to heal others?
to heal others.
To heal others. Interesting. And let's ask that light, how are you supposed to heal others?
It's not clear.
Whatever it is showing you.
When you first said that, the first thing I got was literally a picture of you, Antonio.
Okay.
That's the first thing that came to my
Okay.
mind.
All right. Okay. Good. So just stay there. Are we going to think about this for a moment? As you float above Earth and you watch this planet. And I want you to, right there where you are, to think for yourself. How do you think you can help others heal?
QHHT.
QHHT. Okay. Good. So once you're born in this planet, you're going to learn QHHT. So you want to learn hypnosis to help others. What else? Keep making this plan. What else?
I see speaking in front of a lot of people.
Very nice. Very interesting that you mentioned that. Good. What else? You're doing a great job. I mean, with what you just said is more than enough to help people. So, in order to be able to learn QHHT, and in order to be able to speak in front of people, you first need to be, well, you first need to feel comfortable around people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel comfortable around people?
No.
No. Okay. So we're going to find out where that is coming from. I am going to ask your subconscious mind to take you back in time and space to find out the origin of that feeling uncomfortable being around other people. 5. Go back. 4. Travel in time and space. 3. The origin of that feeling uncomfort being around people. 2. 1. You're there now. You're there now. Whatever comes to your mind.
I think I'm a witch.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I want you to look down to your feet before we start. What
Mm-hmm.
are you wearing?
Sandals and rags.
Okay, rags, okay. Now, is the body male or female?
Female.
Mm-hmm. What color is your skin?
White.
Mm-hmm. Are you wearing any ornaments?
I have some sort of gold headband
Okay.
around my forehead
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
blonde hair, blue eyes,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm laying down on something and the whole town is looking down at me like I'm about to get killed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, as you're doing there, you mentioned blonde, white skin, blue eyes. Do you consider yourself beautiful there?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And as you're laying down in this place, I want you to remember, what do you think they have you there for?
I think they're scared of my power.
They're scared of my power. What power do you have?
I think I can read minds.
You can read my. Oh, that's very powerful. Okay. And how have you been using that power?
I've been trying to use it for good, but they don't they're scared of it.
Mm-hmm.
I try to predict
Mm-hmm.
what people are going to do, enforcing
Mm-hmm.
violence, and I try to prevent it.
Okay. And they don't like that?
They think they're scared of what they think I'm the devil.
Mm. So they okay. They don't understand that we're all psychics. Is it that we don't know how to use those gifts? Okay. So keep describing to me what else is happening as you're there.
Uh, they're putting fire to my feet,
Mm-hmm.
but I know they're trying to hurt me, but it doesn't hurt. I put myself in a peaceful place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel the fire.
You don't feel the fire. Okay. Good. And what happens next?
They're they're getting upset because I'm not reacting to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna try to hang me.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what is going on?
Mm. It's like everything they're doing. I know what their intent is bad, but I'm not letting it affect me. It's like I can't even feel anything that they're doing,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and they're getting angry by it.
Okay. So let's move to the time where you're out of the body.
They're burning my body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of it. My soul has left, but I'm watching them burn my body.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what are you feeling as you watch them doing that?
Peace.
Mm-hmm. Good. And now that you're out of the body, if you analyze that life that just ended, what do you think you had to learn?
Forgiveness.
Interesting. So you come in a few times to learn forgiveness. Interesting. Okay. Do you think you passed that test?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what advice would you give to Mimi, knowing what she's going through in life?
Don't feel what other people are putting out.
Mm-hmm.
The negativity around you. Don't let it in.
Mm-hmm.
You you have something strong inside.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't figured it out yet.
Mm-hmm.
You're letting everybody's thoughts influence you. You don't know your true power yet.
Mm-hmm. And I know she feels uncomfortable being around people. Is that because of the way your body died in that life?
When people saw me in that life, they thought I was the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I showed who I was rejected and
Mm-hmm.
threatened.
No, but that was in that life, and that was in that body, and that was at that time where people didn't know about powers. But do you think that's gonna happen to Mimi in this life?
No.
No, and besides, she has not even tried it yet. She has not even tried it.
No.
So why what is the need of feeling uncomfortable around people if people have not done anything to her yet? And it's not gonna happen.
Mhm.
So you're not giving them not even the benefit of the doubt. So
She's
Mimi,
safe. She's
yeah,
safe.
she's safe. What Mimi has in her subconscious mind is what happened with her parents, her siblings. But that was their learning, and she learned from that. Does that mean that everybody else is gonna treat her the same way?
No.
No. She and also Mimi mentioned that that she felt embarrassed. Is there any reason why she should be feeling embarrassed?
No.
No. Okay. Do you mind if I ask you a few more questions so we can help Mimi?
Yeah.
So Mimi had this eating disorder, right? First, she
Mhm.
wanted to lose weight, and now she gains more weight. What can we tell her about it?
It's gone now. She has it under control.
She has it under control,
Hmm.
right? Because when we come to this planet, planet Earth, we're given a vessel, a vehicle to go on this planet, a biological suit. So she has an important mission. She needs to heal others. She needs to speak in front of a lot of people, and she needs to learn hypnosis. So how is she going to do that if she doesn't take care of her body, of the vehicle to move around? How is she going to do that if she doesn't go outside of the house and talk to other people? Yes, I know this planet can be difficult. Yes, I know that some people can act like as they're mean, but it is part of this school. You go to any school, you're gonna find the same thing. Nice people, you're gonna find the bullies, you're gonna find nice teachers, terrible teachers. It's part of the experience. Should Mimi be afraid of it?
No.
No, absolutely not. So what else can we tell her?
She will be surprised at how embraced she is by others. They
Mm-hmm.
they need her light.
Mm-hmm.
She's hiding her light inside, and she needs to connect.
Inside of hers and inside of her house.
Hmm.
Who's gonna see her light if she doesn't go out?
No one.
You see? So what should we tell her then?
She's safe. She needs to understand that in order to heal others, she needs to embrace herself first.
Accept herself for who she is. Because she was telling me that she kind of felt or didn't feel right about her body. Is there anything wrong with her body?
No.
I see a beautiful woman. She's concerned about weight. If I would be concerned about my weight, I would not be leaving my house. However, I go there and stand in front of people and I teach classes, and people accept me from who I am, for what I carry inside me: knowledge, love, compassion, forgiveness. Do you think they're going to look at my belly? Oh, maybe. But then those are the wrong people around me.
Hmm.
So Mimi, should Mimi worry about her body? There's nothing wrong with it.
No, but as she's been healing her mind, her body has been following without effort. Weight has been dropping off of her,
Okay.
so it's fixing itself.
hmm Besides, how can Mimi love her? How can Mimi love others if she doesn't love herself first?
Hmm.
How can you give to others what you don't have? Self-love. Can we help her love herself?
Hmm.
I want you to help me get Mimi see her spirit. When she looks in the mirror, she's going to obviously look at a beautiful woman, but I want her to look at her spirit. That's the gift. And people that will see Mimi will see her spirit, who she is inside, and her light. People that just care about the body, you don't need those around.
Right.
Good.
She knows that now.
She knows that now. Good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think Mimi needs to work on something else? Do you think that she's ready to come back, or should we visit any other memory?
Lower back.
Lower back. What is wrong with her lower back? Can you help me taking a look there? What do you see in her lower back?
Fog. Black fog.
Okay. So we'll take care of that, but for now, I thank you very much for your help. Please continue your journey and keep helping Mimi with everything, okay?
Thank you.
Good, thank you. So Mimi, I want you to disconnect from that life, from that body. Nothing of what you have seen is going to affect you. Whatever you experience in that life as that witch, and they call them witch, it's basically could be a shaman, what belong to that body, not to this. Not to this one. You don't have to bring any of those symptoms here. So go ahead and remove them. And now I want to talk to that shadow in the lower back. I want you to take that shadow to your mind. I want you to lend it your mind and lips so that it can express itself. So I'm going to take that shadow, taking it to your mind, going up, taking it to your mind, going up. 3, 2, 1. Brother, you can express yourself now. Have you been there for a long or a short time?
Long time.
Long time. And when you had a body, were you a man or a woman?
Yeah.
Man, okay. And brother, how did your body die?
Drowned.
You drowned. Was that an accident? Was that an accident?
No.
No. Can you tell me what happened then? How did you drown? Oh,
Someone.
someone. Okay. So here's my question. So you drown and you're attached to Mimi. Why didn't you go to the light?
I didn't know that I could.
You didn't know that I could. Okay. So my other question is, why did you attach to Mimi for?
She's sad.
She's sad. She is or she was?
She was.
She was. And you attached to her because she was sad, and were you going to help her or something? What was the purpose of attaching to her?
So I could be safe there.
You thought you could be saved there. Okay. So here's my question, brother. Have you caused any symptoms on Mimi intentionally or unintentionally?
Lower back pain.
Lower back pain.
Foot. Pain in her foot.
Pain. Okay. Is that related to the way your body died?
My foot got caught. I was underwater. My foot got caught.
Okay. So that's why she's feeling that. And what happened to your back? Why is she feeling that?
They beat me up before they thrown in
Mm,
there.
I see. Okay. So let's do something first. In order to go to the light, if you want to go to the light, do you want to forgive those who kill you? They thought that by killing your body, they were killing you and your spirit. We're talking here, so that means that spirit lives forever. Do you want to forgive those people?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now that you have forgiven, now do you want to ask Mimi for forgiveness for attaching to her?
Please forgive me.
Forgive me. Good. Ha have you caused any other problems in her?
Allergy.
Allergies? All right. So let me talk to Mimi for a second. Let's see what she said. 3, 2, 1, Mimi. Do you notice we have a brother attached there?
Yeah.
Do you want to forgive him for attaching to you?
Yeah.
Should we help him go to the light today?
Mhm.
Good. Let's talk to him. 3, 2, 1. Okay, brother, Mimi has forgiven you. You want to try going to the light? You have forgiven. You have been forgiven. Time to go. Time to go to the light and plan your next reincarnation.
Yeah.
Okay? So I want you to move out of that body, but I want you to take all your energy. Allergies, back pain, pain in her feet. Remove all of that from her. And as you do that, let me know when you're ready to leave.
I'm ready.
Good. So leave through the top of her head, and Mimi, you can help him. Put a cloud of white light around him. And brother, please continue your journey. May the peace of the universe be with you. Good, and Mimi, you let me know when he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Gone. Perfect. Now I want you to put white light all over your body. Good. And now I want you to scan your body again, Mimi. The whole body. Let me know if everything is white.
Yeah.
It's good. Okay. Now that everything is white, now that you understand why you came to this planet for, now that you understand what is it that you have to do, and the reason why you were born in that family, do you consider yourself ready to come back, or you want to work on something else?
Jonathan.
hmm What do you want to do about Jonathan?
I don't know. I keep seeing his name.
hmm Okay. So ask his spirit, ask Jonathan, what is it that he needs from you?
Heal him. No,
hmm Okay.
it's not clear.
It's not clear. Okay. So it seems you need to do something with him. So all you need to do is ask him the question spiritually, or be with him, or at night, meditate, and ask his spirit how is it that you can help him.
I, s- I, th- I think he has an entity.
hmm You think so? It's not clear.
No.
And without his permission, we cannot connect to him. Okay. You want to ask him if you're allowed to help? You can ask his spirit.
Yeah.
And now I want you to visualize his spirit, his energetic body.
It was bright white.
White? Right.
Bright white. Good gold white. Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay. So then it's good. Do you see any shadows?
His leg.
His leg? Okay. So ask for permission. Let's talk to that shadow in his legs. Ask that shadow to identify itself.
Steve.
Steve. Steve. Who are you, Steve? Who are you, Steve?
An old friend of John.
An old friend of John, Steve. And what are you doing in his legs?
I want his goodness.
You want his goodness? Okay. And Steve, how do your body die?
Heart attack.
Mm-hmm. Heart attack. All right. And why didn't you go to the light?
John is the light.
John is the light. We're all light. You are light yourself.
John has a.
Mm-hmm. But when I say the light, I am talking about the source. I'm referring to the source, which is a bigger light. But so you're attached to Jonathan, and you might be causing some problems there in his feet. So
His back too.
is what?
His back
His
too.
back too. You see? So well, I know you want to be with your friend and that he is light, but you should go to the source and go to the light and continue with your journey. There's nothing that you're going to accomplish being attached to Jonathan. Does that make sense to you, Steve?
No,
Does that make sense?
John. If John's good, I don't want to go from here.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to go from there?
No,
Have you ever been to the light before, to the source?
no.
So how can you know, how can you tell me you don't want to go if you don't know how the other
Because it
place?
does. There's no way it feels better than this.
You want to give it a try? You can give it a try. I mean, if you think that is good, what if there's something better? And there might be a lot of spirits waiting for you. Your soul group waiting for you to plan your next reincarnation. You want to
Okay.
try it? Go ahead. Go ahead and leave the body for a moment and go to this other place. Follow the bigger light. And as you go up, let me know what you feel.
It's warm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it feels nice.
This feels nice, right?
Yeah.
So, do you think it's time to say goodbye to Jonathan?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. But you need to go ahead and remove all your energies from there. Remove any symptoms, any shadows.
Yeah, I didn't want to hurt him.
No, I know. But sometimes, we do things without bad intentions, but we cause symptoms anyway.
Yeah.
Good. All right then. So, Jonathan, go to the light. Continue your journey. Thank you for your information. Good. And Miriam, now that we have helped Jonathan, now that he's all clear,
Hmm.
I want you to go again to that garden. where you were at the beginning. And I want you to start walking in this place. And I want you to recharge your energies. I want you to remember what you have experienced. Remember what you have to learn from this. Remember the reason why you're coming to this planet. And why is it important for you to get out of your house, to get in contact with others. There's nothing you can do help from inside your house. Gotta be out. And in a moment, Mimi, I am going to count from 1 to 5. And as I count, I want you to start going up the stairs. As I count, your body will start feeling lighter and lighter. And you're going to start feeling happier and happier. 1. Start coming back. Going up the stairs, feeling lighter and lighter. 2. Disconnect your feelings, emotions, thoughts for whatever you have seen. Only remember what is good for you. 3. Keep coming back. From now on, you're gonna love yourself for who you are. No more eating disorders, no more hiding, no more feeling of abandonment. You already understood why you had to experience that. 4. Keep coming back. Every night you go, you put your head on the pillow, you will sleep peacefully until the next day. And when you wake up in the morning, you will feel totally rested, refreshed, ready to get up and conquer the world and get out of your house. Enjoy this planet, ready to come back, the happiest woman on this universe. And 5. Coming back. Welcome back.
Oh my gosh.
How are you feeling?
Uh, good.
Good. How long do
Light.
you have been? How long do you think you have been laying there for?
An hour maybe?
Like an hour and a half.
Yeah. Oh
A
my
little bit more.
gosh.
Good. Do you remember everything?
I think so, yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
remember stuff with my mom, my dad, my sister,
Mm-hmm.
and John. Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh my goodness.
Good. So you are able to experience your mom's emotions, your dad's emotions, Marisa's emotions.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I have had the most resistance in my life with those people. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that I got to work on that, and hopefully it improves a little bit.
Okay. A little bit. This is just the beginning. Now you have homework.
Yeah. I
Good.
gotta get out of the house now.
Start by getting out of the house. You
Yeah.
need to do that. If you want to help people, you want to share your life with others, you need to get out of the house. It was a beautiful session. All sessions are beautiful, but it was a really, really good session. Um, I don't know if I should ask you if you want to share it.
Um, is there a way I can see it
Oh, you
first?
can see it. Yeah, and I can always blur your face. I can always blur your face. So, but if you don't go out of the house, you were not getting out of the house. People don't know you. I'm just kidding. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to send you an email with it, and then you let me
Okay,
know. It
thank
was a beautiful session, and I think a lot of people will learn from this.
you. I hope so.
Look, let me stop this recording 1 second. Oh, and today is January 30th, 2019. So we have Mimi. I'm not going to say your last name. And my name is Antonio Sangio. I am in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I practice and teach introspective hypnosis. I am going to stop this video now.